It's the Memphis Sports Network, WMC Memphis, WMFS HD2 Bartlett Memphis, WMFS FM and HD1 Bartlett, WMFS Memphis, ESPN 790 AM and 92.9 FM ESPN.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time. Take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Frank Barton is wide awake over there, all propped up. I caught him yawning. That's why he's, no, it's early. I know it's early.
No, I'm just thinking in 20 minutes I'll be on the way to go duck hunting.
Oh, you'll be on the way to go duck hunting, and I'll be on the way to go to North Little Rock for my 94-year-old aunt's birthday. And, of course, Guy Trebo has taken a break from public storage, which I've got 5 times I mentioned it on the air here, which should do real well for him.
Yeah.
Guy is our third Saturday of the month co-host now. We've been able to rotate Guy, who is our webmaster for LROutdoors.com, and glad to have Guy in the studio. And Guy, I want you to listen closely to this next young man.
Okay.
This is something I wanted to talk about for a long time, and I know all you folks here in the Bluff City and in the Mid-South have just had a wonderful winter wonderland for about the last 2 weeks. We've been having around 0, and if I hear wind chill one more time, I don't want to know what the wind. It's like the heat index. I know it's hot. I'm sweating, okay? I know it's cold. And when he tells me it's 8 below wind chill, well,
Right.
So this young man that's on with us right now knows all about wind chill. I think it was invented in Wisconsin. I think that's probably where the term came from, because he is part of our good friend Pat Calmerton and the Wolfpack Adventurers team. That's right. Outdoors with Larry Ray is going north. We're going to talk ice fishing. Lee, I've always wanted to do that. These guys just sit out on the bucket and have their Zepco Rot 303 out there. No, that's not the way to do it. And who better to talk about it to us than Captain Tyler Chisolm? He is part of the, as I said, the Wolf Pack Adventurers team. And good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, gentlemen. How's it going?
Oh, I love to hear you. Sound just like Pat. He's got that Wisconsin accent and everything. So good to have you on and I thank Pat for setting this up. I know you're an ice fisherman, right?
Oh, yeah. We're sitting on the ice right now.
Whoa, I'm cold already now. I should have brought my heated seat with me. But tell our listeners out there the experience of this. I mean, people really are nuts about, I don't mean they're nuts, it's crazy, but I mean as far as enthusiastic. You guys do this for a living. You actually take people out. Talk about ice fishing. I just got to know, what's it like?
Well, so we guide people all over southeastern Wisconsin for ice fishing. They can fish multiple different species of fish. Everything we catch open water, we catch through the ice as well. So basically, when we bring you up ice fishing, it's gonna be cold, but you're going to be warm at the same time. We have heated ice shanties, and you sit inside of a heated ice shanty, and you got your rod and your reel and a sonar unit, and you're looking for fish and catching fish, and then you also got set lines on the outside of your shanty. So you're kind of targeting two different species of fish at one time, and it's a total new experience when you drive a truck out on the water and you're out on the ice and you're driving a vehicle and walking on water. It's a little bit different than anything else you could experience in your life.
Now hold on, Tyler. You've already, half of my listeners have said, what did he say right there? Drive your truck out on the water. I mean, you fish. You're not fishing in Lake Michigan doing this. I mean,
no. So we're fishing the Bay of Green Bay. So when you look at Wisconsin, you got the peninsula.
Yeah.
And so we fish the Bay of Green Bay, and that's probably the biggest body of water that we have drivable, accessible ice on, because you need about 4 inches of ice to walk on, and then about 8 to 10 inches of ice to drive a vehicle on.
Hear that, Frank? Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll drive half-ton to three-quarter-ton pickup trucks out here on the ice, and you got permanent ice shanties people take old campers anywhere from 10 feet to 30 feet long, and they put TVs in them and stoves and couches and radios and anything, lights, everything you have at home. You can have that all out on the ice. It's an option, and we fish in comfort. It's not about roughing it out here at all. We bring the comforts of home out on the ice.
Amazing.
And we grill, we cook, we bake. We have ovens to bake in, so we make cinnamon rolls in the morning and coffee in the morning out here, and just enjoy the day and enjoy a nice sunrise. And yeah, it's been cold here in Wisconsin. A lot of negative temperatures, anywhere from negative 10 to even 22 below we hit this last week. But we're still out fishing, and we're nice and warm and snug in the shanties, catching lots and lots of fish.
Frank?
Well, a question just came to mind as I was listening.
Yeah.
Do you have to get up early to go ice fishing?
Absolutely not. You don't have to get up early at all. It depends on what you want to fish for, but you can catch them at night. You can catch them during the middle of the day while you're drinking an ice-cold beer or a hot cup of coffee. It doesn't matter. Wow.
Okay. Now, so how far from Green Bay are you out in this bay? I mean, can you see land? I mean, you're not out. Huh?
No, we're anywhere from 3 to 5 miles offshore.
Are you really? Wow.
Yeah, but we take ATVs out there. We don't travel with pickup trucks, because on a body of water like that, Frank, you have to worry about cracks. You have a lot of wind up here.
Yeah.
So you got to worry about the movement of the ice, and there's currents and stuff like that. So
wow.
It takes a little bit of skill and a lot of time out there, and it just takes time to learn how all that stuff works. So that's why hiring a guide for your first time out ice fishing is definitely your best option.
I mean, you learned, I understand, from your grandfather and fishing walleye and things along that line, and became a first mate at the age of 14.
I've been professionally fishing since I was 14. I'm 21 now, and I've been ice fishing and fishing since I could walk.
Wow. Well, now you guys don't spend the night out there, do you?
No, we don't spend the night out on the ice, but there definitely is. I think in our foreseeable future, we're going to be thinking about having we call them sleeper shacks. So then you can put people in there, they can spend the night out on the ice, and you have a little bit of electricity with battery power, and you can fish all night long. And
amazing.
Usually the walleyes bite better at night anyway. So
and I'm sure when we get down, and again we're talking to Tyler. Let me get that name right again, Tyler, because I'm having trouble with that. Chisolm.
There you go.
Tyler Chisolm of Wolfpack Adventurers up in Wisconsin. You guys are based out of where?
We're based out of Sheboygan.
Yeah, based out of Sheboygan.
Right in between Milwaukee and Green Bay.
Right, and I know the season now, electronics is really, I mean, in the old days, these guys, you got sonar. You were talking about, you could actually see the fish bite the hook, right? I mean,
correct. Yeah, we're fishing with sonar units. It allows us to be more efficient. We catch a lot more fish with sonar units, so we can know, then if there's fish down there or not. Otherwise, you could be sitting over a spot where you don't even have a fish biting all day long. So it's definitely a big tool in our arsenal.
And can you catch any big fish? I mean, I know I've seen the video of Pat there catching some perch. and things along that line. Is it possible to catch a big fish in this time of the year?
Oh yeah. So our big attraction right now for large fish and trophy class fish is we do catch rainbow trout.
Oh, really?
We catch rainbow trout and brown trout on light rod tackle. So you're catching them on rods and reels with 6-pound test.
Oh my
and
goodness!
We're doing that in the marinas and the tributary rivers to Lake Michigan. Right now, there's about 12 different strains of rainbow trout in Lake Michigan.
Wow!
So they all spawn at different times. So right now we got a couple different species of rainbows heading up the rivers to make their spawn under the ice. And then as we go through the winter, there'll be more species, and those fish actually stay in the river and the marinas to feed before the ice goes out, and then they shoot offshore. And then we go fish them in the boats. So it's kind of a year-round thing for us.
I know fishing in the boats. And so give our listeners a little, what's this cost? I mean, if you want to spend the day with you guys out there in one of those ice shacks or whatever you call them, what are we talking about expense?
Well, it's actually relatively inexpensive. So you can come up with us. Everything is furnished for you. All you have to do is bring what you want to snack on and drink for the day, and obviously proper clothes. But remember, we're going to be in heated shacks, so you don't have to dress like crazy warm or anything. But so everything's furnished, fully guided. Is $275 for a half day of fishing, and then $75 each additional person after that. So we have taken out groups from 2 people all the way up to 20 people we've taken out. So it's really a wide range, and the more people you bring, the more fun it is, and it gets to be a good time out on the ice, a big party.
Well, I know, folks, I never thought I'd do this, but I guess after 17 years we can talk ice fishing after the weather that we've had down here, and Frank, as a duck hunter, has been breaking ice, and we got ice eaters out here trying to get the ducks into the holes, and you guys are drilling down 8 inches. That's pretty deep. But Tyler, thank you. So how do my folks say, well, I'd like to do that sometime? How do they get information about maybe hooking up with you guys?
The best way to get a hold of us is contact us on our website at wolfpackadventures.com or call us at 920-207-1212. And if you'd like to see pictures and videos of what we do, check us out on Facebook at Wolfpack Adventures.
You sure can. You can get some videos there. That's on my bucket list. Pat knows that. I'm getting old. My bucket's getting a little shorter here, I think, and everything. But, Tyler, thank you for being with us. Tell Pat and all the Calverton family held on for us, and we'll hook up again, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you. I love that Wisconsin voice. He sounds just like everybody I know from Wisconsin. It's just Wisconsin. They got that cheesy voice. All right, now from the ice, we're going to the birds. And Frank, I expect you and what's his name over there to come through with me now. Guy Trebo is busy redoing the website right now, checking up all my spelling mistakes that I see him. Coming right back, and we're going to talk about the Year of the Bird. I know that's really...
You want to go Cornell?
Cornell. The Cornell Lab of what?
Ornithology.
Thank you. Well, let's take a break. We'll be right back.
You can find